Hey everybody, welcome back. It's a Saturday and that means one thing. It's Nostalgia Bites, a little trip down memory lane, picking out a food product that's been suggested over the last couple of weeks. This is episode number 3 and today, if you have a sweet tooth, have I got something to share with you. So join us, let's crack on. Give this food the taste test and see if it really is a trip down nostalgia lane. Now, I'm going to try and do this a little bit less jazz hands than I did in the Findus episode. But today, this suggestion, well, there was multiple suggestions for this little treat that I've got for you today. And as I mentioned in the intro, if you've got a sweet tooth, this might just be for you. This food product, was launched in 1982, but it was considered in the 90s as opulence when it came to desserts. Have you got any idea what it is that I'm bringing to you today? Well, let's just say I've been looking forward to this one. And today's Nostalgia Bites is Viennetta ice cream. Now, launched in 1982, but didn't really hit its heights of popularity until the 90s, and was mentioned in one of the comments. This was like a real treat. In my household, growing up with my dad, this is the kind of dessert that you might get at Christmas time or for your birthday, but it certainly wasn't every weekend or every dessert. The advert alone kind of gave you that feeling of something special. So I managed to find one. Check this out. Here's the advert for Viennetta.
To this day, it's a mystery who gave in to temptation. But one slice of Viennetta, with its irresistible, crisp, dark layers and sinfully rich ice cream, never seems quite enough. So who had their eyes on that last slice? Why all eyes turned to me, I can't say.
Viennetta, one slice, is never enough.
Of each of the products, each of the food types that we've tested so far, I've had to make something. Well, Yvonne's helped me out, but we've had to cook something. We had the Findus crispy pancakes last week, but today it's just ice cream. So I thought I would show you exactly how this measures up, and I'll put these details on the screen, but I'm expecting that the sugar content is going to be through the roof and will probably have me bouncing around for the rest of this Saturday, but here goes. 20 grams per 100 grams, and this is 650 grams. I'm going to be rattling for the rest of this day. But let's get it open and have a look and see just how good this is. All right, let's open this up and have a little look and see what it's like in terms of presentation. Do you know that in 2007, it was actually Viennetta's 25th birthday? And as a celebration, they created the world's longest ice cream, which was 22.7 meters long. I think it still holds that record today. But do you have fond memories of eating this bad boy? Comes on a little tray, so let's try and slide it out. It really was a treat if you could get this thing out without damaging it, but let's have a little look at that. It's made up of ice cream and chocolate layers, and I think the most important part was always like the snap when you cut into it. Now, in the advert, they use like a really fancy looking silver, looks like a kind of spoon in order to serve it up. Now, I don't have one of them, so instead I'm going to cut it with a knife and then do the taste test. But what do you think? Does it remind you of your childhood? Is this like a Christmas treat that you would have enjoyed as well? Look, just to show you, this is how I prep for these things. These are a couple of my notes that I've scribbled here. Now, here's the important part. does it have a crack when you cut through it? Because that's what I always remember from having one of these. And the other question is, how many bits did you get when this was being divided up in the family? Did you get like 2 lines, 4 lines? Was this divided into 2? Was it divided into 4 in your household? But let's find out if it's got a crack. Yeah, it definitely is there, right? It's got a snap to it. It's got a snap. Question is though, how does it taste? Here it is, cut up, ready to sample. Now, Viennetta is a UK product. However, it was launched across the world, and in Spain, it's known as a Comtessa. Comtessa. The reason for that was a lawsuit that meant it couldn't be called Viennetta. But let's do the taste test and see if it lives up to expectations. So, fork in. Oh, you can hear the chocolate there. Let's make sure we get a bit of that with the chocolate on there. That looks pretty good. I'm excited, look, can you tell? Like a child again when I'm eating this. It's very good. Of all of the nostalgia items so far, I think because it's mainly sugar, this one's the best. You want to make sure you get some of that like ice cream bit inside there, right? Just, I would say the ice cream definitely feels a little bit thinner, less prominent than probably in the earlier editions that we would have remembered, but in terms of taste, the memories, the nostalgia, that is an 8 out of 10. That is like Christmas Day, you've finished your turkey, you've had your roast dinner, and it's time to settle down now, and before you have a little glass of wine, you have your Viennetta. Thanks everybody for the suggestions on this one. If you haven't seen the previous episodes, I'll put a link up here for you to check those out. But Saturday's turning into a fun day where I can probably gain a few inches around my waist. Let me know, what should we try next? I know there's plenty of suggestions. The Frey Bentos pies, we'll bring that one to you shortly. But if there's anything else that you would like us to try on a Saturday Nostalgia Bites, let me know. Now, if you want to carry on watching some of my videos, YouTube thinks you would like to watch this one next. So have a great Saturday and a great weekend, everyone. See ya.